Bam. This is the second one I've caught. The first one hit me so close to the boat, guys. I mean, I was reeling it in to cast again. He hit me. That don't happen very often with the crappie, does it? Had him right at 10 inches. He was about 7 inches. And I mean, he was so close, I just picked him up out of the water and he fell off on the boat, and I just picked him up and threw him back in. I didn't even put the camera on. This is the creamy color, and the reason I'm using the creamy color, y'all can see, is we got a little color to the water. I'm gonna see it down about a foot and a half. And it'll work then, and it's dark under there, dark, right? So that's gonna make it look a little even darker. I thought, let's try the creamy color. And you can see the fish are way back there. They're at 34 feet, and the front post is right here at about 19. That's right. So, what's that? Y'all do the math. Let's just go 20, 34 is 14. So they're about 14, 15 foot back there, right? My line is tangled around the rod. I heard Sam say this other video. How does your line get tangled up like that? All I did was stop and talk to y'all and the line's tangled up. Found another one. You know, they're decent marks to be that small. My boat got too close. You can be too close too, guys, to a dock. Makes it hard to cast under. He's a little smaller. He's probably not quite 10 inches. He ran back under the boat. Yeah, Magnus dropped straight down and catch him again, right? I've had him come out under the boat like that. You ever seen that happen? You pull up on a brush pile or something, and the crappie could leave the brush pile and come get under your dock for the shade. And they're hard to catch them, but I have caught a couple like doing that. But they're back there about past that white chair, about middle ways. And they're doing that too. They like it on this dock like that. This dock I haven't fished. First time I've cut crappie off of it this year. Been here about 4 times, has been none on it. Like I say, some docks are like that. And this is one of those docks when they're here, sometimes it's a lot here. And you come here sometimes and there's none. But they like certain docks. Now like that dock right there, the next two, I caught a dock crappie off that one about 2 years ago. I've seen none on it. I've checked them a couple times this year. I've never seen any on them yet this year when I've checked them. Some docks seem to draw crappie more. Again, this one's because they filled in that boat slip, see? That helps. If it's got more shaded area, the bigger the shaded area, the better a dock is, and if it's in deeper water. You see here I'm sitting in 16 foot right here. All right, now what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm add a few dock tips in this one. What I'm trying to do is get my boat in the right position so I can cast back and get back there 15 foot. I can't do it from here. I was too close a while ago. So I'm trying to get my boat in the right position. I need it where I can get my rod because I'm going to have to whip it hard. If I get too close, the angle's like this. The angle's got to hit. It's like pitching a rock, right? You get down like this with the rock, bait's the same way. So I can get too close. The bait needs to go in sideways. All right, and this is how I'll do it. Watch me mess it up now. There you go. You got to get down, get your rod close to the water so that it skips back through, so it hits and skips to get it that far. If the fish are only back 4 to 6 feet, then yeah, you can stand up here and just whoop. But when they're back that far, you have got to get a good skip on it, and you got to cast hard. When she hits that band board there, when you make a mistake, it sounds like a 22 hitting that crank. All right. All right, come on out of there. Found another one. This school is active. If I get it close to them, and I had a hard time seeing them that time because the boat keeps moving around. But when I finally found them, as my bait was sinking, I was waiting. I seen one sliding out, and I just started reeling slowly. He chased me down and grabbed it. They don't seem to be monsters, but they got the right attitude. Well, he's better. He's probably 10 and a half. They're pretty. The turquoise shine on his back. These people are slowing down. There's something floating out there. And it was a while ago some people came by on those surfboards, paddling surfboards. I don't know their name. I know what house they belong to. I've talked to them a few times. Like I said, I talked to them in a different video. I'm on my second video today, and I talked to them on the first video. They came out and was asking if I catched anything. I caught one right in front of them. And then when I came down here, there was a white one. That looks like it's green. There was something white floating. They got it and took it. It's a cove right here. Y'all can't see. It's a little pocket. They took it back in that pocket, and I've seen some people back there picking it up out of the water, so they must know who it belonged to, because I imagine they surfboard here a lot. So the lake came up some, guys, with all the rain we've had. You've heard me say it, see all the trash floating. We've had rain almost every day in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it wakes up and they're dumping a lot of water, making a lot of current. So when people don't have their stuff tied down good to their docks, or the ropes get a little weak, right, breaking off, ain't they? All right, guys, got another one. Bam. All right. Well, they're a good ways back there, guys. I hope a few things I shared with you helps you. As the sun gets up, they usually get better. I've seen more crappie come in a dock while I'm fishing it. He's probably about the same size. He's pushing 10 inches. Oops, I've seen I've seen crappie come in, be sitting there fishing the dock, and all of a sudden look up and here comes a school of crappie in. They'll do that. They'll also leave. I've seen crappie, after you throw at them a little while, give them 15-20 minutes, they either quit biting or they leave. Yeah, I've seen the whole school just take off like what? And sometimes you can sit there a little bit, 5-10 minutes, and they'll come back. It's like, all right, let's go see if danger's gone now, we'll go back. I don't know what they're thinking, I don't know if they're that smart, but they'll do that, guys, they'll leave. The lighter weight you use, this is a 1/32, and I'm using 2-pound test on this rod, 4 on the other rod. I use 2 and 4. The lighter line you're using, the easier it is for your bait to pull it off your spool when you skip. The easier it comes off that spool, the further you can be able to skip it too, okay? Now if you're a shooter, a lot of y'all guys shoot, I would use 4 or 6. You can get by with that. If you're putting all that tension on that rod and shooting it, you'll be fine. This would be difficult to shoot right now. That opening's probably, on this side, some places it's changing side. This is the biggest part of it. It's probably 8 inches there. It might be 10 here. You'd have to lay down and shoot it. You'd have to get down on your knees, lay down, bend over close to the water to shoot it, right? So if that works for you, go for it, all right? And then this is a 1/32 ounce jig. It's probably the all-around good size for shooting docks, skipping docks. I use a 1/48 a lot. The 1/32 being they're back there 15 foot is a better choice. If I catch them under docks and they're only 6 feet back and less, a 1/48 is great because it gives you a slower fall, all right? So that helps a lot. You can see, I'll show you, see the top of these fish right here? They're only about 3 foot deep right there at the top of them. Yeah, so if you got a real heavy weight, time you get a stop, get your bill shut, get set up, it's already down to their depth, right? 3 foot. You don't need to run the bait 3 or 4 foot all the way back. And you'll pull them off the school. That time I keep my depth finder like this while I'm looking at the school if I can. My boat don't move too much. If I don't see them move, I reel it on back in. Once I move it a little ways, if you got a live scope, if you see 4 or 5 pull off the school, just keep reeling. That's how that was this last fish. I seen a couple run off, move toward me from the school. I just kept reeling and one of them hit me. They'll come out and chase you down. Don't stop it. If you stop it, they won't grab it. Keep it moving, all right? Hope I helped you. This is a 7-foot rod. Some people ask that a lot. Both these rods are 7 foot. This is a Wally Marshall Classics, my favorite rod. Okay, it's 7 foot. Lure weight 1/32 to a quarter, 2 to 8 pound test. It's a light action rod. The other ones are the same. That gives you a little bit more tip action to get that faster snap. Because I showed you earlier in the video when I'm casting, I'm snapping it hard. If I don't hit that opening and it hits that band board, she cracks. You can break your jig off after a while too. You might want to check your tie after a while if you keep hitting that band board, because if it hits and this tie hits first, it's going to smash your line, right? It can do it. I've had it do it. I've hit the band board before and my jig fall off in the water. It's because it's hitting on the line and breaks your line, all right? Don't happen very often, but I've had it. I've had it happen bass fishing, pitching with 6, 8, 10 pound test to bridges, throwing a slider head. Y'all know what a slider head? Charlie Brewer slider with a 4-inch worm. Used to fish those a lot. I've hit the cement post before on the bridges, and it wears the line and the jig would fall off in the water. All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Catch y'all next time. Fish Lake Country.